Yeah, you already know. Easy A here. Um, I'm chosen. I'm gonna tell you what my job is. All right, and also I'm gonna help y'all know what your job is. All of y'all gonna be masters of these certain jobs that's gonna help generate, help bring back life, even though she's ain't dead, but help rehabilitate her. Got our mother Gaia, our planet. I'm gonna be the one, or I am the one, that's gonna be a part of every last piece of the restoration of Gaia, the restoration of the collective all around the world. I don't want to become president. I don't want to be king over the world. But I am going to be like the persons or entity that's behind the scenes whispering in the ears of his chosen, of his chosens that's been destroying the planet, that's been doing all type of havoc to the collective, that's been keeping us in chaos. I'm gonna be the focal point of the web, or I am the focal point of the web. I'm gonna gather all your information, all the master's information for whatever you mastered, and I'm gonna put it all together and make one master plan that's guaranteed to work. And it will be done with such ease where everybody, even the people that participated, is going to be in awe of how it all goes down. There's truth. There is strength in numbers. There's definitely a truth in that. But it's also the one on how strong mentally, physically, spiritually. Like I said, we got to exercise all things, everything. You know what I mean? All aspect of the sense. If you could think of it, we got to put balance to it. And if it ain't in balance, hopefully the scales is tipping on the divine side. If it's not, we need to bring that back up. We need to bring it to that medium point, that even point, or like I try to do, take it to lean more on the divine. I say to you again, I'm not perfect. Do I want to be perfect? No. To be perfect is to have no experience. To know it all is to be bored. Nothing to strive for. Right? Like I said, my mind worked crazy. If you ever was a martial arts buff, a kung fu movie watcher, or back in the days when we was kids watching it on Channel 5, Channel 9, they kung fu sessions or whatever. If you ever notice that the villain, the main villain, the super bad guy of every kung fu flick, strives to be the greatest, what you call killer or fighter, martial arts fighter in the world. And they want it so bad where they just don't care. They just challenge to destroy, not even challenge to what you call to say I'm better or, refine their skills. When they challenge whoever they challenge to kill. The other side, the light side, is not challenging to kill. But you go, if anything, they challenging, if you go, he accepts the challenge to grow. And if he able to defeat the evil one, he normally don't. He really ain't. He really don't be trying to kill him, even though most of the time it happens that way because they are forced to. We are forced to do those things at times, and the reason why the enemy wants to absolute destroy, because say he does defeat you, the next time if he do decide to come, it will be even harder because the martial artist or the expert will look back and try to see where his mistakes was, and also where the mistakes that he didn't capitalize on the opposite opponent. The reason why the enemy is on it like that is because they scared. They don't want you to acquire the knowledge that they have. All knowledge is good knowledge. Drill that in your brain, drill that in your heart. Also, I need the world to drill this in their hearts. All gifts come from God. It's all on how we use it that makes it either good or evil. Same thing with the knowledge. All knowledge is great. It's the use of the knowledge. Have you noticed that the best killers are also the best healers of the world, the best doctors? Have you ever noticed your most insane serial killers or mass murderers are extremely intelligent to a certain extent? Because if they was really intelligent, I think they would have caught themselves and wouldn't allow themselves to get lost on how they got lost. But everybody have their own journey. Everybody have their own scars. There's no judgment on it. I really don't. But I have an understanding of where it could come from and how it's created. Let's tip the scales, world. Let's tip the scales. High vibrations, deep thought, truth seeking, truth enlightenment. There's a lot of things in this world that I like. Some of it good, some of it bad. But with the bad is really, how do you say, persona. That's what grabs people with the negative. The persona, the bad boy theme. A lot of people play the bad boy theme, but don't really understand what it entails. And even if you the best bullshit on the planet in that, eventually you're gonna run into somebody that's willing to test your skill or test your legend. So be mindful of the things you portray, especially if it's false. And if it is you and you just showing yourself, more power to you. I respect you. I respect you because you're showing your true self. Can I agree with some of the stuff or the stuff that you are doing? No. But I respect you. But sooner or later, y'all run into individuals like me that can handle that could adapt to that in the 3D, 5D, and every other realm you want to talk about or create. Only thing I need is the rules. And we will play by them. But as soon as you break a rule, all bets are off and full game is on. Remember, a game comes with rules. Also, the game comes with an agreement that we don't break these rules and play on a fair scale. So the ones that's not playing on a fair scale, government, FBI, police, judges, lawyers, DAs, people in the medical field, everybody that has their hidden agenda. And I'm not saying all, but a lot. And even the ones that, what you call, ain't really condoning or try to be involved in it. Y'all are involved in it because y'all know what's going on. You're not speaking out and you're not putting a stop to it. Money is really an illusion. There's no such thing as money. The real currency is love. The real currency is truth. The real currency is justice. And it's funny to say that because the ones that's living in truth and justice, very, very few amount is up there living the life that they're supposed to be living. Then we got a lot of wicked ones that has no currency in their bank, their heavenly bank. And they're attaching themselves to us and stealing ours without us even knowing. It's also part of the 3D work system. You work for a couple of like 16, maybe $30 an hour, maybe even more than that. But we're gonna say the average $10, $11, $13. To tell you the truth, we all know that don't what you call add up to living expenses, hospital expenses, food expenses, and all that. We all know that. But yet that little piece of money that you're getting from the job to try to maintain what little life you have, good or bad, they're making 99% of your money off of you and only giving you 1%. I find that appalling. I find that sad. find it funny that they hide behind the mask, and that's what it truly is, the mask of sympathy, the mask of love, the mask of truth, the mask of justice. All these wicked entities hide behind that mask. They try to speak sweet nothing into your ear, sing a sweet song to rock you to sleep, tell you everything you want to hear, ask you your thoughts of certain things so they could reply the way you want them, that they think you want to hear. And let's stop focusing just on words and let's start focusing on actions. Let's start focusing on the paperwork that these individuals are signing after the fact they get their offices. Let's make a law that these people that has these positions, that make these statements, that make these promises, even though we all know it's not going to be instant, it's going to be a work in progress. But every time they sign a document pertaining to world governing of the collective, we want to see who signed what. And whatever you read that's negative, that's against, we know who's who. But we can't wait till the laws are already passed and then what you call it start affecting humanity. We're supposed to be on top of it beforehand. Before they even sign that paper, we should all on the planet should be able to have read that document and cleared it. Us, the collective, cleared it in agreement for our leader to sign it. Not just because they our leader, they could sign whatever they gonna sign. Remember, in law, contracts are binding. That's why they tell you read the fine print. If you don't understand what you're reading, find somebody that does, that you trust. And even that's hard. But still, do it. You find the person that you trust, you throw it out to them, and then find somebody you don't know, and then you throw the same thing out to them and see if the answer is similar. And do that to a couple of people, 10, 11, maybe even more, just to know that you're going the right way, you're making the right move. And then quiet yourself and talk to your God. Go inward. Do this feel right? Does, what you call it, is this possibility that this is fake, that they dangling a carrot, but at the end of the carrot, there's a trap that you could perform? And start using wisdom. And start using our heart. Let's start using our first brain, the gut. After the first brain, we use the second brain. The second brain opens our eyes and scans the area and try to pick up whatever the gut was saying. And if the eyes didn't see it, and the brain logic can't make no sense. It sends it down to the heart. When it sends it down to the heart shifts everything and points at it. There it is. That's the way to go. Or that's not the way to go. The more we practice these things, the stronger the feeling will be. It'll be so strong when an individual walks up on some funny intentions, business-wise, physical-wise, sexually-wise, whatever, however have you. Your gut will be so, your second brain will be so awake, or you will be so awake that you automatically see what it is in front of you. And you have no question on how to play it, how to maneuver with it, or how to entertain it. A lot of times you need to entertain it. It's fucked up because it's kind of like what they try to do to you. To them, it's a game on who knows what and who and how and if you do know who uses it better. It's a game of wits. A game of chess on a mental scale. That game of chess is a beautiful game. I never really played it, but I always admire it. And they always said this was a game for kings, a game of kings. It opens their mind up on strategic planning on war. And you can have war on many scales, physical, business-wise, mental, health-wise. There's a war, there's a massive war on all scales happening at all times, at one time. In all reality, do you know how many people die a day, a second? Every second somebody's falling out somewhere. Off of Allah, off of pollution, off of misunderstanding, off of ignorance, off of not knowing thyself. Once you learn thyself, you know everybody else, even if you ain't living like them. I'm giving you jewels, I'm giving you keys, and not asking for nothing. The ones that will hear, they will hear. The ones that will understand, they will understand. The ones that's seeking, they will find out. Know everything is in God's hand, good and bad. But you do have a choice on which way you want to go. And it's a constant choice, every day, all day, left, right, left, right, left, right. Where we want to be is middle, because that's where we start at. We start out in the middle. All of a sudden, we see something on our right. Oh, let's go over here and check that out. Might get lost in that for a little minute. Then, oh, wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be going, let you go such and such. Okay, let me go back. Let you go to the middle. Now you back on your track. Now all of a sudden, you look to your left. Something grabs your attention. Go that way. Get lost over there for a little while. And in whatever it is. Some people get further lost. They end up staying, yeah, I like it over here. It's not that bad. It's cool. It's a new experience. Then all of a sudden they look left when they look right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say look left again. Because if they look right, they gonna see the middle path. So they look left again. Something caught their attention. Nah, they going that way. As you know, you're gonna get lost there for a little while. It's something that we entertaining over there. And there's something enticing us over there. Yeah, they ain't really entertaining. They calling. They like, yo, come on, walk this way. Yeah, come on, don't look over there. Don't look over there. Don't look back. Come hang out with us. Come on. Good for you. Come on, look. Don't you see? Look at the jewelry I'm wearing. Look how pretty I am. Look how handsome I am. Look how sharp I am. Ain't I fly? Ain't I this? Ain't I that? Look over there. They not doing nothing like we doing it. They ain't having fun like we having fun. And the more you keep on going left, or the more you keep on going right, instead of doing the right, doing the left, or staying in the middle path, look right, look left, but you stop walking. You just look right, you sit down, and you ponder how that right would look if you did travel that trail. Even if you never experienced it, but ponder it. And how can you ponder it? How many people that you know that have walked that walk? How many people survived that walk and able to control that walk that you know of personally? And if you don't know nobody personally that's walking the walks that you call that you're looking right and when you're looking left, you definitely should be deeply scared and say, fuck that, I'm staying on this path. Because you truly going walking into death. We don't walk into the unknown. You can, but you gotta do it by faith. And when you're doing it by faith, you're doing it because you're in tune with who you are and your means of what you're supposed to be doing. Let's train ourselves to know our purpose, and let's train ourselves to stick to our purpose, and let's train ourselves or discipline ourselves to master our purpose. I'm on my way. As you hear me speak, you already hear the mastery in the speech. But you will see the mastery in my actions. I am the focal point of the web. I will connect all things. I will bring all things together. We will make all things work in harmony. We will make our planet shine brighter than any sun or any star in our galaxy and known universe and other dimensions unfathomable. They will speak of God's holy place. A heaven inside heaven. How glorious is that? How bright is that? How beautiful is that? A heaven inside heaven. Let's strive. Chosen, let's get it. Y'all ready? Y'all don't even have to train for it. It's naturally in you. Just let him take the reins. Keep your ears open, hear what you need to hear. And let's put it together. With God's love. Chosen. One.